Hey, this is Hans the Ramen Rater, and it is time for another instant noodle recipe time with the Ramen Rater. Today I'm going to do one that I got from the folks at Umai Crate. Yeah, Umai Crate. This is a Yakisoba by Itomen. They're a Japanese company. I don't know. They said on the Umai Crate thing on the paperwork that the noodle in this has no sodium or no salt, which seems interesting, and that the flavoring has a fruity taste, which I think is really odd for yakisoba, but whatsoever. Here's the first of your pro tips today. If you've had children and you no longer use them, what you can do is baby bottles have things graduated in milliliters, really tight, and this one calls for 200 mil, so it's just kind of perfect for that. So we will get this to a boil. So this is a pretty easy recipe. Basically what we're going to be doing is adding a couple standard things to yakisoba that doesn't really come with anything. And yeah, cook it on up, plate it, give it a try. Yeah. So I've been getting these Umai Crates sent to me for quite a while. I can't remember, they're under $30 a month, I think. Might be like $29.95. I can't remember. But I'm a reviewer, so they just send them to me for free, which is really nice. Thank you. But yeah, there's usually like 6 or 7 different things in there to eat, and then like a little bonus. The last one's bonus were these weird little. They were like sponges. They were the thinnest sponges I've ever seen, and they had like little holes in them to make it look like it was a face or some kind of strange animal thing. Pretty interesting. Yeah, so I've decided to, for these videos, forego the whole live situation, mainly because they drop out. There's no way I can answer chat. I think I'm basically going to limit live streaming to over by the computer and doing the Q&A sessions on there. So if you like the live stream, sorry, but one thing I'm going to keep with is the fact that I'm not going to do any editing of these. So these will basically get recorded and uploaded, like boom, same day, all that. And these are actually the ones that I'm reviewing. Like I'm going to do 2 videos today, and I'm actually reviewing these today. So basically what's going on is it's taking the same amount of time to cook, but you get to listen to me yammer while I do it. So people seem to like that. They want the yammers. So. Here, let's turn you a little bit this way. There we go. I think that's better, right? Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so that's boiling. It shows the noodle block getting busted in half, so that's what I'm going to do. I've made varieties like this before. Usually the best bet is to not use the highest heat of all time. But stir it around a bit while it's going. Flip it over. It gets going pretty quick. So I do have a little bit of a problem with the instructions on the Umai Crate things that come with them. Sometimes they're just like, oh, just do this and it'll be fine. And I think they need to be a little more accurate. Like, and also this one was called Itomen Premium Yakisoba. I don't know. I think there's a little more to it than that. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong. Itomen is a company out of Japan that's been making instant noodle varieties for a long, long time. They're like one of the ones just after Nissan hit the scene in 1958 and came out with chicken ramen. I think Itomen's been around since like 1960, between 60 and 65. I want to say like 62, 63. As you can see, it doesn't take very long to get it to this point. It's sucking up the liquid pretty quick, so that's why you kind of don't want to use the highest heat possible, because if you do, you're going to end up, you know, unhappy. And unhappiness ain't my bag, yo. So, stirring. I mean, if you were crazy, you could just like go like this and then add the seasoning and stir it up. Personally, I've accidentally made soupy yakisoba before, and I really don't prefer it. I like the sauce to have, I like it to be moist. I don't like it bone dry, you know, but soupy, no. Soupy's just not right. We'll let it go for a few more seconds here. Crank it up a bit. That expedites the process. There's no amount of time listed on the package. It's basically like, here you go. So yeah, you put it in there and you put this much water and you'll be able to enjoy it no time flat. So this is getting about there. I'm gonna throw in that, and now I'm gonna turn that way down. We have your basic, slightly soupy, not for long, Yakisoba. I don't know why they're calling this like fruity. I really don't. Maybe that's just, yakisoba usually is kind of got a Worcestershire sauce taste, and Worcestershire, I believe, has a lot of flavoring from things like tamarind. Maybe that's the concept of the fruitiness. I don't know. Worcestershire, pica peppa, those kind of flavors don't make me think of tamarind. They make me think of those mixtures. Tamarind, now that's some serious business right there. Straight tamarind will get you. Alright. So let's give this a try. Noodle looks to be a round gauge, not square. That's good. Alright. Yeah, that's a decent yakisoba. I like that. Mung bean sprouts. We want those to take a little bit of time, but we don't want to get everything going too hard. See, the tough part is the fact that these are for review, so, and I put too many of them in, but that's okay. But that's why I have to, on all these videos, you'll see me cook the base product as from the package, and then I'll add in things that I think are right, because I actually just took the tastes that will determine the score I'll give them. But you'll have to wait for that. This is going to be a review far, far, far away. I'm usually about 100 reviews ahead. So. But don't worry about it. Enjoy today's review on www.theramenrater.com. Today we have Tasty Asia with their green curry. It's a beginning of a Meet the Manufacturer series. Not a very long one, only 3 reviews. They're a newer company out of Singapore. Good stuff. Definitely worth checking out. Now we're going to do some lunch meat. We've got this, what do you call it? This is Angus roast beef. It actually, you know, you might think, what, really? Aren't you just going to slice up some beef? Like, no, I don't have the time. If I were going to do that, that would be something different. But yeah, usually I'll do something like that for a big dinner yakisoba wok that I'll cook up, because I do all that kind of from scratch. I should try to throw up a recipe for that sometime. It's really not anything different than this. It's just I use different ingredients. Instead of a sachet of seasoning to flavor the noodles, it's this liquid stuff. I use otofuku yakisoba sauce, or actually I'll use otofuku okonomi sauce. It's kind of good. So yeah, that's kind of your standard yakisoba kind of clumpiness. It's alright, the noodles do stick together. Right now I've got this on a heat of like about 4. Mainly because most of these things really don't have to cook all that much. Here's some, a little bit of spring onion there. And that's pretty much good. I'd like to someday have, like, basically instead of the size of the stove, and have one of those big huge hot, like they call them a teppen. So it's the fruit that they use for making teppanyaki. Let's move you over here and watch me plate it. Oh boy, watch me plate it. And turn you off. Come right over. I have to use my phone to see what's going on this. Okay, you can see that. And so, here is our yakisoba. I still have to take photos of it, so I've got to do it up all nice. Generally, I would take a Ziploc bag, put a bunch of, what do you call it? Kewpie mayonnaise, Kewpie brand mayonnaise in there. It's Japanese mayo. It's good stuff. Seems like maybe a little more lemony. This works really well. And, yeah, I usually put a bit of that in a Ziploc, poke a little hole in one of the ends. And that'll work. And go from there. Since my son's going to have this, I'm going to just put a little bit. This is shichime togarashi. A little bit of spice. And a little bit of the seed of sesame. And to finish things off, another little, here you go, of spring onion. And there you go. That's basically what I do when I cook yakisoba. So, yeah. Let's see. Maybe I can just like pick you up here. Oh, get a better shot. But yeah, not too much, not too little. Pretty easy, pretty quick. So yeah. All right. Well, this has been Hans the Ramen Rater, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Have a good one. Bye.